While the newest wave of economic data shows some hope for recovery in 2011, the unemployment or the employment picture for the nation's 15 million unemployed remains rather grim. That is according to a new report released by the Heldrich Center for Workforce Development at Rutgers. We're joined now on the phone by the center's director. He's Carl Van Horn. Carl, good to have you here with us. You know, I think while we all know it has got to be bad for those 15 million that are unemployed, what is it that we do not know about their situation and plight based on your research and your survey? Because you've been tracking it for some time now.
Yeah, so we've been following the unemployed since August of 2009, and one of the things that's most striking is that only about 25% of them, 1 in 4, have actually found a full-time job now that we asked them again where they were in November of 2010. And another 8% had a part-time job. And even those who got a job, most of them took a significant pay cut, 20% or more. So these folks are, if they've been able to reconnect, they're downwardly mobile. Those who still have a job, of course, are beginning to sacrifice significantly with giving up essentials, including things like selling their possessions, moving in with family or friends, or even going without health care that they need.
I mean, so their psyche, the psychology, if you will, of the worker. We talk about this with Bob Schiller, about the psyche of things. I mean, it has really changed, and it's become certainly more downtrodden.
That's right. I mean, the overall image you get is one of people that are quite pessimistic about their future and about what will happen to their children. I mean, for many years, pollsters have asked people, "What do you think if you work hard, you'll get ahead in America?" And the reason we called the report the Shattered American Dream is that for these people, they've lost that hope. They don't think anymore that they can just work hard and get their way out of it. Over 6 in 10 have been unemployed for at least a year, and a third of them have been looking for 2 years. And these are not individuals who haven't had experience in the labor market. Most of them have had stable jobs most of their lives.
What is it that struck you most in your research? I mean, you're working through these numbers, and they're terrible. But what is it that was maybe most surprising for you?
Well, I think what was most surprising was the fact that they really think there's a fundamental and lasting change in the economy. As everyone knows, this is the worst recession anyone's experienced probably in our lifetime. And these individuals do not think the economy is ever going to recover. They're not optimistic about the political situation. Again, we asked them after the election how they felt about it, and the overwhelming answer was they didn't trust anybody to help them out of this. And as far as the future is concerned, they really have a very bleak perspective.
Carl, help me out with something, because we've spent the last day or so talking about the strong retail holiday shopping season, that the consumer is back, things are better. You know about all those forecasters out there raising their estimates for growth next year. And then you paint a very, very different picture for those that have been unemployed or still unemployed. What do you make of that disconnect?
Well, first of all, these are the victims of the recession. These are the ones that have not recovered. So they're not going to be the ones rushing into the shopping malls to buy flat-screen televisions. The other point, however, is, and this is the cautionary note for everyone, is that 3 in 4 Americans had some immediate personal experience with this recession. Either they lost a job, a friend lost a job, or someone in their family.
Right.
And so the fact that these unemployed people are so pessimistic, I think, has a spillover effect. So I think it will be a drag on economic recovery. I think that people are still in a very down mood. And even though there was an increase this year in purchasing, which is good, I don't think that it's a harbinger of a positive growth yet.
Carl, 10 seconds, though. Is this lasting, or does it change? When things start to get better, does everybody's mood improve? Does it change, or does this stick around for years?
Well, those who don't recover their income and get another job are going to remain pessimistic. But obviously, if we have strong growth for the next year or two, the mood will change.
All right, going to leave it there. Some interesting research. Carl, thank you so much. Professor Carl Van Horn of Rutgers Heldrich Center. We appreciate your time.